it looks like Amber did a video where she reacted to someone reacting to her. Another one of these videos that she's done. I think she thinks it's cute that she does these little reaction channels. It's not, but they're kind of fun to watch, so whatever. At least it's something different. And this one's 23 minutes long. So let's get to it. I have it sped up a little bit, but yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm going to do a reaction video to one of my older videos. I actually have been watching
Okay, well, that's a little better than I guess.
a lot of reaction channels lately. I'm going to be one to admit that because I am genuinely curious what people are thinking about my progress and stuff like that. And there is a reaction channel who's also on a weight loss journey that you guys probably know about. And she uploaded a video today reacting to one of my very old videos. And instead of me watching it, I figured I should react to the same video. So yes, I am copying her. So I figured, let's do this. I don't even know how this works. I hope I do this right. Let's just hope so. So this is weight loss tag January 2014. So this was 6 years ago. I uploaded on January 8th, 2014 to be exact. Okay, let's do this. Oh god, I should have worn makeup. Hey everybody, so I'm gonna be doing...
I'm proud of her. Look at that. She figured out how to put the screen up there. That's great. I'm very proud of her. Finally. It only took her, what, 6 years?
a weight loss tag. There are 14 questions. Already, first thing I could say is my hair is so much thicker here. Wow. I have not read any of the questions yet, so they're gonna be all a surprise, and I'm going to be answering them as fast as I can, so this isn't like a long video or anything. And if I am talking too low, it's because my girlfriend's parents are sleeping in the other room and I don't want to be too loud. Yeah, a lot of people always say like, why is your voice so different compared to back in the day when you first started YouTube? And it's because when I first started YouTube, I lived with my girlfriend and her parents, and I was very shy to do YouTube. And her dad's computer was always in the room, well, it was a hallway right next to my room where I would film a lot. And I never wanted them to hear me, plus I was nervous. It was like a mixture of a lot of things, but I still had the same voice that I do now off of camera. So, here we go. The first question is, when did you start to gain weight? Whenever I watch these tags, I hear people say how there was like a certain, time when I started gaining weight, but not for me. I was a chubby baby. And I started becoming obese when I was like...
See, what's with the quotations? Obese is a real word, and it's a real thing. Even if you're a child, there are obese children out there, so, like, obese is not a... I don't know. I don't understand that.
8. The lowest weight I can remember being is 290, and that was the age of 11. So when I got put on Weight Watchers for the first time. That's just bad. What was your heaviest weight? My heaviest...
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I got to 290 till I was in my 30s. Probably early 30s, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been keeping track up until recently, so...
Known weight is 420 pounds, which is so freaking hard to wrap my head around because now 572.4, I wish I could go back and shake myself. I'm more than positive it was higher than that at one point, but that is the weight I always say as my heaviest weight is 420 pounds.
Wow.
What diets have you been on? I have done Weight Watchers several times. Several more now.
Yeah, obviously she doesn't get the hint that it doesn't work for her. So she goes back and she does it again and it's like, really? Yeah, like we didn't see that happening the last time she tried it. Of course it's not going to work. It never does. Like, stop it. I mean, at least what she's doing now seems to be working. I hope she keeps it up because that's a good thing, but yeah.
It works, it honestly does, but I get bored with it and I end up stopping or quitting. And I've counted calories. I've done 1,200, I've done 2,200. I'm currently doing 1,800 and it's working. It's so weird that then I was doing, my face looks so weird like this. You guys are gonna see all kinds of weirdness. So weird that I was doing 1,800 calories here because right now I'm eating less than that in a day. And I weighed a lot less here, like I was in the 300s. And I do want to say that outfit, I would never wear that now. I'm not hating on my past self, it's just I do not like that necklace at all. magnificently, and I use my Fitness Pal, and that's about all. I have really never done any fad dieting. That's not really.
Now she is.
But Octavia though. Next question is
yeah, she didn't do any fad dieting then, but now, yeah, she does. She's done a couple, I think. I think she's tried low carb, I think, or keto. And then, of course, yeah, that stupid Octavia, whatever.
your goal a number size or a goal on the scale? My goal is a number on the scale. I want to say my overall goal is 230 pounds. I know people who are that weight and they want to lose weight, and it makes me rethink things. Is 230 still too big? 230?
Yeah. When you're 5'2", yeah, it's still too big. A 130? No, that's good. 230? Yeah, that's about 100 and something. I think at 5'2", you can be like, I don't know, what, 115 pounds or something like that and still be good? Yeah, that's huge still. Sorry, it is.
How weird. I don't remember that ever being my goal, because my goal now is 60 pounds lighter than that. I want to be 170, which I feel like is never going to happen. But,
yeah, if you have that attitude.
that's like really weird, 230. I don't know, but if I was ever 230, I'd feel amazing. I would feel amazing. I'm currently 369. So even thinking about being in the 200.
Wow, 369. She's almost at 400, so she loses, what, 40 pounds? She could get there. Get back to that. It's not impossible.
Sound absolutely incredible. Like, you have no idea. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is salmon. Cooked salmon, not raw. Which is no longer my favorite food. My favorite food is samosas. It's an Indian food. It's so good. What is your favorite? Or Samoa? Wait, hold on. Now? Is it a Samoa? Okay, no, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, samosa is a drink as far as I know. Samoa, I'm guessing is correct. I have no idea, but yeah.
What is your favorite? I don't know what that means. Is that so? What is my favorite food? If so, it's salmon. I don't know if that's like asking what was my favorite food, like bad food, and then what is my favorite food now that I'm on a diet. I don't know. Either way, my favorite food is salmon. It is delicious. What food will you not give up? I will not give up anything. I believe in moderation. And the moderation was even there back then. Because
yeah, except you don't know how to do moderation, so what's the point? Like, you need to give up things, you know, or at least... See, the problem is, like, with people who are overweight and who have issues with food, moderation doesn't work, because if you give yourself even a little bit, you're gonna eat it. Like, I do every time. Every time I do, like, low carb or whatever it might be, the moment I give in just a little bit, I take, and then I just start, bam, I'm back to where I was. Like, there's no moderation when you're that big and when you have an issue with food. It just doesn't, it's not a thing.
Because that is what makes me want to binge. That is what makes me feel like I'm closed in a cage. I still have sweets every single day, and I'm still losing weight every single day. I am a lot healthier now, though. I'm eating a lot more healthier foods, but I do still eat what I want. I think this was my downfall, to be honest, because before I started YouTube, I reached 331, which was my lowest, which is when I lost the 89 pounds, and I didn't allow myself sweets, nothing. I was very strict when I lost 89 pounds, and then I ended up gaining, it was about 40, 45, something like that, and eventually I was like, okay, let's start a YouTube channel, let's change my diet completely, and that's when I allowed myself sweets and, you know, those type of snacks and stuff, and from that point on, you know, I reached 572.4. So in that moment, I wish I wouldn't have done that to myself, because, you know, there's just a lot of things I look back at now and be like, okay, so that was my downfall.
Yeah, but you're still allowing those things for yourself now. And while, yeah, she's losing weight, and that's good, at a certain point, I just wonder, like, is she going to go back up again, you know? If she doesn't really get it right this time, you know, and I hope she does get it right this time. I hope this is the final time that she's going to be on a weight loss journey, Whereas, she goes back up and then has to start up again. I'm hoping that this is the time, but I just don't know. And it's a lifetime thing, too. Sometimes people will think, oh, I just have to do it for this long until I lose this weight. But the moment you start eating bad food again, you're going to gain it all back. So it's a forever thing.
I can't imagine ever depriving myself because it just does not work for me. I think I was making excuses. Yeah, so I don't give up anything. How do you reward your accomplishments? I do not reward myself because I have nothing to give myself, really. I mean, I'm proud of what I do. I'm normally not really proud of myself, but lately I have been, and I mean, that could be in a reward, me being proud of myself, because I really never am.
I wonder if it's hard for her to look at herself when she was, 60 pounds lighter or 40 pounds lighter, whatever, and then you realize, like, what she put herself at, It's got to be hard to, like, see yourself, because you can see it in her face. Her cheeks aren't as flushed in that video. I mean, yeah, she's still bigger, but she definitely looks healthier and looks better.
But lately I really am, and I'm very happy with where I'm at right now and how well I'm doing, and I hope more than anything my mind frame stays like this, because it feels great to be back on track again. What will you do at goal? I'm assuming that is what will you do when you're at your goal weight. My goal weight is 230. I have no idea what I'll do. I'll probably pass out. So if you're around me, please have 911 available. Totally joking. I don't know what I'll do. I hope more than anything that I'm not the only one that's proud. I hope that people around me are proud. And even my mini goal of 299 pounds, I hope people ravish in my accomplishments. I really do. I'm ravish in my accomplishments. I don't know if that makes sense, but...
No, but half the things you say don't make sense, so it's okay.
I get what I'm saying there, because I feel the same way. Like, it's nice to have people, like, feel proud of you, because some things in life are just, like, really hard to do. And I know that losing weight then and now was just, like, a big thing, in my life. And to be able to accomplish that, I wanted people to really just be proud, obviously, and I want that now too. I really don't like to be like center of attention, but I want everybody to be proud of me when that happens, because honestly, I can't imagine being in 200. So once I am, I don't know, I just want like a celebration with words and congratulations. Honestly, I don't know if that sounds selfish, but I'm sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. Everyone wants to be congratulated on hard work that they put in. I guess that's why I was so just like really wanting that then.
Well, sure, of course, like, that shouldn't be your sole reason for doing it, of course, but yeah, everyone wants to be acknowledged when they do something well, of course.
What diet or plot are you following now? I'm doing my MyFitnessPal and I'm eating 1,800 calories. Favorite body part? My hair. I guess my hair or my eyes when I have makeup on, because right now I'm looking quite scary. I should have put makeup on.
Girl, you're young and you look
But I didn't feel like putting makeup on. I don't wear makeup every single day, but I do wear makeup every single time I leave this house, because I do not like how my eyes look without makeup. But
yeah, I used to never leave the house without makeup on. It was very weird, and now I don't care.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. I've never cared. Like, I've never been one to wear makeup. My sister was always the opposite. Even if she was going to the grocery store, she had to put makeup on. I didn't care. I mean, but I'm so used to not wearing it, that doesn't faze me. A lot of the times when I put makeup on, that's when I'm like, oh, like, okay, who's this person? But, yeah. I mean, makeup does help a lot of the times. Especially now, like, she's very sunken in, especially in the eyes. So makeup kind of helps hide a bit of that, but once her health gets better, that won't be an issue.
What are your non-scale goals? I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I feel like more than anything, I just want to be able to walk up and down the stairs, or mainly up the stairs, without feeling completely like I'm about to die. No, I don't feel that bad, but I get out of breath way too easily, and I just don't want that. I know once I lose even 30 more pounds that, that won't happen as often.
That's hard to watch, because I remember
how I felt walking up and down the stairs when I lived there, it was not that bad, like at all. Thinking about it now, that would be bad. So it's crazy how I just felt so fat there. I felt so unhealthy. I felt so winded, and I felt all these things that it's not even like real. I mean, to me then that was my worst, and I felt miserable, like death, whatever, but it's like that girl there had no idea how this girl now would feel. And it's like I didn't know anything worse then. So it felt like the end of the world. It was weird.
Because it's really embarrassing.
Yeah. It's true though. I mean, now you know what it's like to be even worse than that. So hopefully if you ever get back to where she was at that point, where that you was in 2014, that you won't ever want to go back, because now you at least know what it's like to be so big that you have to use a mobile scooter just to get around. It's sad, but I would hope at least some point that would just catch your mind and be like, okay, yeah, you know what, this is a bad idea, I'm not going to do this anymore, and we shall see.
More than anything, it just shows how unhealthy I am, and I really don't like that. So that is one of my main goals, I guess you can call it, is to not just be so out of breath. It's just bad. It's not.
It wasn't even that bad.
What makes losing weight hard for you? I'm a food addict. I'm not afraid to admit that. I come from a family of addicts, but different type of addicts. My parents both do drugs, and I was put into foster care at a very young age, and I turned to food, and I became addicted to it, and it became my best friend. It became my go-to. It became my medicine. It made me feel good when I wasn't feeling good. And
see, that's very typical, especially when you have some kind of traumatic thing as a child. Her being put into foster care and just the system itself. A lot of people go through that, where when you're in foster care, you don't have anything that's yours. So when it comes to your food, it's like you want to keep all of it, for yourself. And I get that, I do. And see, like I said, my issue with any of the reaction channels or the channels I react to isn't the fact that they're overweight. Like, obviously not. My issue is their attitude and their, because playing the victim all the time and blaming everyone else but themselves for where they're at in life. That's always been my issue. And that's why I react to a lot of the people that I do, because they tend to do that. And she is definitely one of those people. So that's the thing for her, is that she has to stop trying to blame everyone else for what's wrong with her and start really taking accountability for her own actions and her own choices in life. Because yeah, life sucks sometimes, and we have, some people's lives are better than others, but we can't let that be our excuse to fail ourselves when it comes to our health and stuff like that. We can't let our past experiences dictate how we're going to be.
You're like that for 22 years. How do you stop doing what you know so well? I have so many triggers. I have, it's hard for me with diets and weight loss. It's just hard. It really truly is, because any little thing could set me back. I'm just at a loss for words at how much food has pretty much, made me who I am today. I mean, I don't really want to get into it too much, but I'm a food addict, and it's embarrassing to say, and it's not an excuse. I truly, really am, and I am trying my hardest not to turn to food when I'm feeling sad, because that is what made me morbidly obese, and I just don't want to be that person anymore. I just can't be. It's unhealthy. It's bad.
I'm sorry. It's just... I let myself down. I let her down. And it's like so crazy, because I want to hug her, but I am her. Like, I just seem like a completely different person. Like, this is surreal. Like, that's one of the reasons why I'm so glad that I started YouTube, and I can go back and watch things like this, and I hope one day I can go back and, you know, watch this video and see how far I've come. And it just sucks, and it's also scary because the unknown, because even here in the video I'm reacting to, I thought the same thing. I thought I cannot.
Yeah, it's true, but it's all up to you. Like, you have to put in the effort, and you have to continue putting in the effort, and you can't make excuses for yourself, and you can't, you know, try to blame everyone else. You just have to put in the effort, and that's up to you to do it. But, like, because the thing is, I feel like if she gets back to gaining again, she'll get so far in weight that it will kill her. That she'll get to 600 pounds or more, and she will just simply die because of it. So she has to realize that that's a huge possibility, and that she doesn't want that to happen. She's not even 30 yet. I thought she was 30, but I guess not. But it's like, she's still young. She needs to really get this in order, you know.
Wait to come back to this video and watch how far I've come. It's just the future is so
And I need to find alternatives to food when I'm feeling down, because I'm just gonna get more and more unhealthy if I continue being the way I was for those 22 years. And it's that simple. And that is what makes weight loss hard for me. The last question is, would you ever consider weight loss surgery? Whenever I visit my mom, because I have not lived with her in a very long time, and whenever we'd see each other and we'd talk about my weight, she'd always bring up gastric bypass surgery, and she really truly believed that that was what I should do and the best, you know, for me. It's not that she didn't believe in me, it's just that that's just always where her mind went. And about, you know, a year and a half ago, I found out that I had gallstones, and that the surgery to get my gallbladder removed would be, how would I put it? The surgeon told me that I'm at risk because of how big I am, and he suggested that I get gastric bypass surgery. And, you know, for a minute there, I was like, you know, that might be my only option. But
I notice in this video, and I think during these times, I was a much more, how do I word it, maybe understanding person, because I remember that visit very well. And the surgeon was actually really rude to me, and it's something I talk about still to this day, because I had told him that I lost 60 pounds in like 5 months, and he was saying how it wasn't good enough and how I could do better with gastric bypass. And I just think it's eye-opening that I didn't mention it in this video, because knowing me now, I would have.
Yeah, and that's not good. A lot of surgeons, you know, they just want to get paid, so they're like, yeah, get the surgery. But, you know, I mean, it's an option, but it's still not a quick fix. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you get the surgery and that's great now, because if you still eat like crap, guess what? You get gastric bypass, your stomach will inevitably get bigger again, because you're going to eat the same way, and you'll get big again anyway. So it's not something that's good for someone who hasn't first gotten control over how they eat, you know, and hasn't really learned how to eat well. And even though she's losing weight, I can tell she hasn't fully learned to eat right yet. And she probably doesn't get half the nutrients she should. And so it still would be a bad idea for her.
And I probably would have tore him apart, because I probably would have been thinking, wow, he doesn't think that I did really good. Like, I feel like my mind now is so warped, and I don't know if it's with age, because I'm almost 30 or what it is, but it's just so crazy to me that here I didn't even think of mentioning that visit like broke me, and I felt miserable afterwards. And I almost want to take my younger self's, you know, advice and just stop reading into things so much. Maybe I think that's like my issue, is I read into things too much, and then I worry about them for too long, and I didn't do that.
To be honest with you, I don't think I'd ever get it. If you have it, I am like proud that you're not so fearful of it, because I'm fearful of surgeries, and on top of that, I am fearful of what might happen if I ever get a weight loss surgery. I feel like if I was to do this, I want to do it myself, only because I feel like in a way it's easier. Those people who get surgery, I am so amazed at the power that they have to do that, because I feel like getting surgery might be the harder route, and I am like amazed at people who do that. I know a lot of people who do that, and it's to each their own. And no matter how you lose weight, though, it's hard. It really is. But With surgery, I feel like the only surgery that I'll be like hell yes for is to remove my extra skin once I have it.
I was so worried about that back then. That was my big worry, was extra skin, and it's like so annoying now because it's like if I would have just lost the weight then, I wouldn't have had as much extra skin
As you're going to now.
A, I was younger, B, I wasn't as big as I am now, C, I didn't have lymphedema, D, I was a lot healthier to go under for surgery. And I have so many regrets that it is unbelievable. Like watching this like tears me apart. It's very rare that I go back and watch videos this old. I go back and watch videos from like a year ago or 2 or 3, but this old, it is hard to watch.
I don't have insurance, I don't have income, so I have no money, but I'm hoping one day if I have, you know, I know I'm gonna have a lot of extra skin, so I'm hoping one day down the line I can, you know, have a job and save money and be able to, you know.
I do feel blessed now, because I didn't have money at all back then. I was very, very grateful for my girlfriend's parents, and
Yeah, but it still boggles me that, like, yeah, while she has money, she doesn't spend it on her health. She doesn't spend it wisely. She'll buy a bunch of crap she doesn't need, but when it comes to her health, she still doesn't invest. Like, if I made what she made, oh my goodness, you just have no idea. Like, at least she can, like, I just got my hospital bill for when I went in to figure out what was wrong with my stomach, what was hurting me all the time. And the bill's like $6,000. I'm like, see, if I made what she made, I could easily come up with that $6,000 and pay it off. I can't, so now I have to look into services that might help me lower that greatly, or at least let me do payment plans, which I'm fine with. You know, I can pay a little bit per month until I pay it off. But yeah, like, she just has no idea. I mean, honestly, if I made what she made, I'd have insurance, because I could afford insurance, you know. Sometimes I find it better just to pay, like, I don't know, like, I think because I rarely go to the doctor, but now that I kind of have to, and I'm going to have to have surgery, which I don't even know if that can happen, if they would allow me just to pay in payments or not. Like, I don't know how that would work, but I do have a doctor's appointment on the 13th, so I will find out what they say and just go from there.
The roof over the head, roof that they gave me over my head, and just how generous and sweet and kind they were and everything they helped me with. And it's very nice to know that I do have the money saved now for when that time comes, if that time comes. And I really hope that it does, because I want a better future for myself. I'm gonna be 30 this year, and it's terrifying, honestly.
That surgery, but weight loss surgery, no, I never get it. I do want to do this myself. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry it ran a little longer than I thought it would be. But if you're watching this, I tag you, and yeah, so if you guys do this, please let me know down in the comments, because I'd love to watch it. And I think that's it. So just again, thank you for watching, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you like
oh
this
my god,
video,
okay, I was gonna
please
quote my little
bye.
quote, because I used to say, and if you're not smiling, smile. Bye. Like when I first started YouTube, I would do that a lot. Wow, okay, so she said that if you're watching this, I tag you. So I might in the future have to redo that tag. That was so surreal to watch. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I feel kind of speechless. I am going to end this video. I really hope this actually worked. And if it did, then let me know if there are any other videos that you guys want me to react to. I'm not really like a reaction channel. I'm not really good at reacting, but just wanted to try something different. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yeah, okay, so at first I thought she was just going to react to someone already reacting to her, which she's done before. But yeah, I get it. And it must have been really surreal to see herself like that. Like, that's like me if I were to watch a video of myself when I was a teenager. Like, even though, like, I did start getting bigger around the time I graduated high school, it might have been even while I was in high school, like, I started gaining a little bit. Because I know when I see pictures of me at prom, I was bigger. Like, I actually had bigger arms, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize I was that big back then. But even then, I'm still a lot bigger than I was back then, you know? So that would be very hard for me to see. But yeah, I mean, it sucks. But all you can do is really hope that she keeps this up. I mean, you know, like I said, I think it's great that she is losing the weight, and I hope she just keeps doing it. But I am gonna let you guys go, and I may or may not do another reaction. I don't know. We shall see.